So we should be on. Check ko lang ang Facebook group natin. All right. So I hope I got your attention with our title. Let's wait for a few more people. Okay, well, might as well get to the meat of things. Good morning mga kapitbahay. It's Dave Soltura here, and today gusto ko lang pag-usapan natin ang AI apocalypse. This is a topic that's been going around recently. It's been the buzzword. Lots of fear mongering going on. Madaming natatakot na masasreten yung livelihood nila as voice actors because of AI. So before I get into the nitty gritty, if you guys are awake, if you guys are watching this, um, say where you are, where you're watching this from. Kung nasa phone kayo, kung nasa tablet kayo, nasa PC, leave that in the comments below. And one lucky commenter will receive. Shucks, sobrang impromptu na to. Will receive a copy of my signature course, the Fiverr voice acting blueprint, and this is the only time I'm gonna do it within the foreseeable future. Normally, this is something I really do not give away because it is precious to me. It is something na pinaglaanan ko talaga ng oras and analysis and production and everything. So let me just check out this new interface. Huh. By the way, itong kape natin, this is from Benguet. You were able to go to Baguio City last week to celebrate yung wedding ng aking brother-in-law, which was very, very fun. As voice actors, we're able to create a lifestyle career. By that I mean we can choose to have more fun, more freedom, more flexibility with our lives. So, ayun, pag gusto mong damihan yung income mo, take on more projects. Or you could get more clients or get higher paying projects. Diba? And unti-unti, you move up your relationship ladder, build your network. That's generally how I would approach my voiceover business. Good morning, Erwin. Good to see you. Alam kong nasa duty ka. I hope you're doing well. Okay. I am going to leave this sticker on. See? The Saturday morning, I just felt like doing this. Normally, I don't do webinars live, biglaan, pero might as well. So let me just check out some captions here. Pakita natin yung ticker. I wasn't able to stream the ticker. There we go. All right, I might as well show you now. Full transparency, I do have this course that I mentioned earlier. It's called the Fiverr Voice Acting Blueprint. Nandito yung buong system ko of how I was able to earn minimum of 50K sa Fiverr across 5 years. Now, so actually not that 50K sa Fiverr mismo, but Fiverr helped me retain a 50K baseline per month with not much additional work, maybe extra 5 hours, maybe extra 10 hours a month to be able to sustain that income. Wouldn't that be worth it? So ngayon, the course is gonna be phased out na. I mean, it's not gonna be this whole self-paced thing that you can just access anytime. I'm going to have it as a seasonal course moving forward. So this is only going to be available until April 15. So after April 15, Fiverr Voice Acting Blueprint will now be a seasonal course. Okay, so just wanted to get into the deep dive of surviving the AI apocalypse as voice actors. Guys, ang daming takot dito. Guys, if you want to be honest, no, if just feel free to share below if you are concerned about AI. Leave it in the comments, guys. Takot na takot ako sa AI. Dave, AI is scaring the heck out of me as a voice actor. I'm concerned. How is it going to take my job? How am I going to continue doing voice acting with this whole AI thing taking over people's jobs? So that's another thing that I just wanted to discuss. All right. So Siyempre medyo biglaan lang tayo ngayon. I also wanted to see how the algorithm would be able to rack people in. I wonder what you guys do on Saturday mornings. Sige. Sige, let's get straight to the point na. Well, first, no, if you want to survive the AI apocalypse as voice actors, there are three things that you like to do. First, you want to go deep. By going deep, I mean take more classes, improve your craft, improve your ability as a voice actor. Because at the end of the day, we are competing with machines. But I do believe in the reliability of human sentience, yung imagination ng tao. Guys, we are still people. You tell an AI, you have to command it with a prompt. You have to type, say this line in a very specific way. Human voice actors, we are still far more advanced than that. Not gonna lie, AI is catching up. It is beginning to take certain voice actors' jobs. So the reality is when you're starting out and you're still at that level na medyo AI pa ang tunog natin, the best thing that you can do really is to take more classes, take more coaching, get better and better and better. So that's the truth. That's just the truth. That's how we're gonna adapt. Will AI take everyone's jobs? I wouldn't think so. It will take many jobs, but not all jobs. Okay. The second thing is, so una, go deep. Pangalawa, go wide. So as voice actors, we actually learn to pick up alternative skill sets aside from just doing voice acting. We learn screenwriting. We learn audio engineering. We learn video editing. We learn a lot of things along the way. Heck, we kind of even learn to be influencers in a sense, if you think about it. Lots of other skills, marketing, taxes. Goodness gracious, there's just so much that we have to learn as voice actors. Even though voice acting is the core skill, there are a plethora of other skills na kailangan nating ma-pick up along the way. I myself, I used to do my own video editing, and then eventually my wife, April, decided to do the video editing for me. I still do the video editing sometimes pag medyo kapos sa budget, but now more often than not, I outsource my video editing to a video editing agency para sa YouTube. So that's something that I do as well. Go wide, really. There's so much that you can learn. Even in the voice acting world, there are actually many sub niches in the voice acting world. Of course, you have voice acting itself as a field, and in voice acting you have so many genres. You have narration, commercials, advertising as a whole, character work, and yung character work na breakdown mo pa yan into video games, animation, anything that requires a voice. Yung character pwede pa yan sa puppet shows, like if you hear a voice somewhere, then there's a good chance that there's opportunity for voiceover there. Okay. Joel, thank you so much. Yes, I have. Thank you for the kind words. A lot of work went into the studio. Ultimately, ang goal lang talaga dito, syempre, is to help my wife, April, be able to play music, create music anywhere in the house without worrying about getting into my recordings, yung leak ng music niya. Kasi normally, when she played the guitar, kuhang-kuha ni Neumann yung audio niya. Yeah, so this stuff, by the way, guys, I'll probably reiterate it in the future. But I might as well mention it now because I felt the message is urgent enough. So go wide. Third, is go with the flow. So una, no, go deep, basically build the skill, go wide, learn the alternative sets of skills. Luis, good morning, good to see you. Third, go with the flow or embrace AI. Parang I know a lot of people are cringing when I say this, embrace AI. People are gonna say, "Oh, Dave, but trabaho natin to eh, 'di ba? We're voice actors. Why are we going to support this thing?" Well, I'm not saying that we want to support directly yung AI taking over voice actors' jobs. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that we have to accept the inevitability of technology advancing every day. Itong GPT-4, this was just, it was just newly released. Chat GPT just came out in December, and in 3 months' time, that AI grew so much. So it was incredible. Yes, Luis, use AI to your advantage. Exactly. Let me give you some very specific ways that we can do that, no? And people might be wondering, Dave, bakit ngayon mo lang sinabit ng mga bagay na to? Well, for a topic like this is not something that I believe na parang the moment it becomes trendy, makikisawsaw na ako, share my thoughts. It's not that easy. This kind of thing takes a bit of time. It takes a bit of research. So for the past 3 months, I've been observing, I've been experiencing how to work with clients who are actually reaching out to me for potential AI voiceovers. I've had to look at some contracts, working on some templates then. So we'll get to that in a bit, no? But one exact use case you can do with this is you can actually create your demo reel scripts. Guys, if you don't know me, I actually run a demo reel production team called Demo Reel Forge. I work with an amazing writer, Zach. Jason is our audio engineer. Sean from the States as well is our audio engineer. And one of the things that we spend a lot of time on is scripting demos. And yung pag-script na mga demos, hindi yan basta-basta. A lot of research, experience, and creativity goes into that. It has to come from a place of heart. Diba? So let me give you an example of how I would do that. And yeah, Kuya Zach, if you're out there, don't worry. Like we're still gonna work together. So the reason why I'm gonna share this, guys, is because sure, you tell ChatGPT a few prompts kung paano makagawa ng demo, but at the end of the day, it is it's lacking that human touch. Kailangan mo pa rin siyang i-proofread eh. I wouldn't entrust my career, my life, the future of my voiceover career sa isang machine. It's just too risky. So, so sabi nga ni Luis, I'd rather have a real person who knows my voice write scripts for me. That's the thing. So if for those who don't know, GPT-4, the latest model of GPT is multimodal, means it understands media. Ngayon, so eventually siguro pag medyo naka-understand na siya ng boses na your voice has a raspy quality to it and there is a certain degree of authenticity in your tone, medyo we're getting there as well. I saw this vertical, where there was someone giving a speech, tapos merong circle na parang naka-plot like clock yung different emotions. Nandito sa isang quadrant na to yung angry and afraid, sa isang quadrant nandito yung happy and optimistic, and you have this little dot in the middle na medyo naliligaw-ligaw, like estimating where the emotion was. Now, as cool as that is, medyo limited yun eh. If it only highlights one facet of your voice, then hindi siya round na boses. It becomes a very flat voice. So Rex here says AI is both scary and impressive. Yeah, it can copy character in the real voices. I saw 11 Labs AI on YouTube. Yes, exactly, Rex. Speaking of 11 Labs, my brother, who is a massive anime fan, he's writing this thing. He made this video about how to use JavaScript. Pero ang nag-narrate and nag-explain was an anime character. And I was like, how did you do that? So, parang ginawa niya lang pala, gumawa siya ng mga video game clips ng anime character na yon, and I was hearing, I was like, wow. I wish I had this 10 years ago when I was making my just for fun passion project visual novel. Pero goodness gracious, it's crazy what it's able to do. Pero awkward eh. It was just siguro you can, give that AI all the data, that bank of data of how that person could sound in different situations. Pero if you give them a long enough script, medyo mahuhuli mo pa rin eh. Ayan. But yes, the world is headed in this direction, and all we can do is go deep, go wide, and go with the flow. Going naman sa go with the flow again. So one thing is you can do is create a voiceover demo reel script. Let me go ahead and grab something to show you guys. Isa screen share natin tong si Chat GPT just so we are not let me share my screen here. Share screen, Chrome tab. There we go. New chat. Uh-huh. Okay, adapting to AI subtitles. Okay. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see this. You guys can yan. There we go. So yan. So sabihin natin right a film scene where no, actually wala akong maisip na film scene. So I'm not even gonna start from there. Give me 6 different ideas for video game cutscenes. Let's try that. This is using the new GPT-4. Ayan, there we go. So that's one cutscene. It's gonna keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. All right. This is crazy stuff. Reunion of lost friends, the great heist, time paradox. Oh my goodness, these ideas are great. A cutscene that introduces a major plot twist involving time travel or alternate realities as the main character interacts with a mysterious artifact. Oh, mysterious artifact. Or encounters an enigmatic character. The scene depicts the unraveling of grabe to. Diba? Sige, so from here, how would we go? How would we take this further? Right? The full script for ancient wisdom. So the scene here, one of the scenes mentioned here is ancient wisdom. So write the full script for ancient wisdom with sabihin natin 15 seconder. So kung 15 seconder yung scene, sabihin natin 50 words. Write the full script for ancient wisdom in 50 words with 2 characters. Try natin. And there you go. Main character cautiously enters the temple, awestruck by the ancient writings. Character 1, wise being appears, ethereal and wise. Okay. Okay. Rewrite what happened? Medyo nawala yung cutscene na. Rewrite the above to include voiceover lines. The voiceover lines should not be included in the 50 word limit. Let's see what we can do with that. Ayan. Ano kaya yung boses ng character na to? Seeker, the path. Ayan. Seeker, the path ahead is perilous. Heed my words. Embrace balance and unity. For only then shall you prevail. Okay naman. Sige, ano sasabihin nitong voiceover na to? In that moment, the main character realized the true power of ancient wisdom, the knowledge and guidance. Okay, so yeah, it's not perfect and very ambiguous itong character too. So very medyo, yeah. So this is very ambiguous. Heed my words, embrace this. It's okay. You can continue to enhance this. But I would continue keeping my fingerprint on the script. So at the end of the day, it needs my prompts. It still needs my prompts. So guys, I would highly suggest that if you have the time or make time for it, please make time for it. Learn prompting. learn advanced prompting. This is going to be a skill that's going to be so useful moving forward, and I would just invest so much time in it. So that's one. That's one way to adapt to these new technologies. Another way is to rent out your voice. Guys, I know that this is just so weird, yung feeling na, you're giving your voice away out there for the rest of the world to hear, tapos maririnig mo siya in the form of an AI. If you don't have the proper legal backing, that is dangerous. Pero if you're able to work with clients with contracts protecting your rights to the voice, and meron kang particular usage for when your voice is used, that is one of the best ways to ride this wave of AI. Actually, that excites me as an entrepreneur. Kasi normally, we earn residuals as voice actors through royalties. So, kunwari, di ba, for you guys in the advertising scene, in the commercial scene, you love getting that text 1 year later. Now, after you recorded the commercial, they're gonna say, "Hey, Sir Dave, we're going to renew your royalties, your spot. So we've deposited another 75K into your account because we're using it again." Like, wow, that is amazing. That is just amazing. Pero let me give you a sobering fact, no, is that this will keep on going in the advertising scene. And I really hope it continues to do that because it really adds value to voice actors. However, there are people who think otherwise na hindi worth it yung mga boses natin. And these are the people who will tend to use AI to generate it. I've seen people just think that voice actors just talk and read from a sheet of paper, and it's guys, it's so much more than that. It's much more complex than that. Pero ayun na nga eh, medyo nakakahabol na yung AI. But case in point, even prominent figures in the VO scene, like si Anne Gongoza, she's like the VO boss in the international scene ng voice acting. She's been following this topic for quite some time now, has some very well-developed thoughts on this. Nire-rent out niya na yung boses niya. So imagine na aside from the residuals na your voice is going to be used in a video game na sa halip na magre-record ka, like let's say, like me, if I was, since I was in Baguio last week and the client told me, "Dave, we need you to re-record this section of this scene right now. Tapos wedding ng brother-in-law ko, I can't be there. I can't be there." So what I could do with the client is tell them, "Oh, sige, here's my AI voice. By the way, you can use this for revisions. Kung gagamitin nyo to, ito ang singil ko for this particular usage." So that the whole pricing scheme for using the AI version of your voice has not yet been developed, but I think that's going to be a great way to create passive income for us voice actors. Guys, I'm already thinking of creating a voice library. And I've thought of doing that way back, just as a parang a memory bank. Like parang if I need to do like an upbeat, zany voice, meron akong picture ng isang character tas medyo nagiging ganito yung boses, something like that. Um but here, there's a more particular use case, and that is to create samples for the different characters that I can do so that when a client wants me to provide different voices for a project, sasabihin ko na lang, "Oh, ito po ang aking voice library. This is my voice library. I have each of these voices trained on 50,000 words of text. You can use it for your particular use case for this price." So imagine just all these, and so you'd think, okay, hindi ba yung mga chipipay na kliyente yung gumagawa nito? Well, exactly. They're so cheap, they don't want to hire you for your actual time, so they will just grab your voice. But guess what? You get to save time in the process because they're using your voice without needing you to be in the booth. So that's another thing we have to be adept with, to learn to adapt with, is yung copyright and yung legal aspect. So guys, seriously, Embrace it. Embrace the AI to your advantage. To be honest, there is no stopping this technology. You know, we've already opened Pandora's box. All the governments in the world could band together, and they won't, by the way. Even if they did that, the best thing that could, kahit nagband together sila to set up the proper regulations, what's going to happen is you disable the good people from using AI the right way. And then you're just going to have these criminals using AI for their advantage for whatever use that is. Grabe. Medyo lalim na pala na to. This is a very philosophical discussion, but I just wanted to share. I wanted to share this snippet from a Korean novella. It's called Startup. Guys, I love that Korean novella. It's probably my favorite Korean novella right now. But basically, yeah, it's about a group of people who get this parang grant to run their own startup. And one of them is parang to give you an idea, medyo mataray na ate na ate siya ng bida, no? And she's very very snobby, very boss girl na career woman na ano ka lang, abo ka lang, araw ako. Yeah, that kind of character. Very mataray. And her story, without spoiling too much, no, has to do with um kind of challenging her father's beliefs kasi yung father niya parang nagsa-strike naman na ma-protect yung jobs nila and siya pinaglalaban niya yung advancement ng technology. But case in point, I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but both sides were well explored. But one thing that show that really showed me that touched my heart and got me thinking as well was napakita yung harmful effects ng AI. May mga nawawalan ng trabaho, but at the same time, yung lola ng bida who was having eyesight problems, like couldn't even open the door to her house, couldn't find her missing keys, was, kept on tripping, nadadapa siya, nagkakaroon na siya ng bruises. The daughter would come home and see the lola and see parang, Lola, what happened to your, to your forehead? Bakit may black eye ka? And things like that. Wala lang yan. But the thing is, the lola has eyesight problems na, right? So the cool thing is, in the story, they actually develop an AI that is an image recognition app. Yung tipong you have your phone, you point it at a mug, it knows it's a mug. And so this kind of technology, the Lola uses it and she's able to, explore the house more. She's able to somewhat relive her more healthier days in a sense. So, grabe, napaka heartwarming nun. And like, she couldn't read, right? She couldn't read. So, she would have the AI read to her. Now, she meron siyang tablet. I'm not sure if I don't think you can do braille on a tablet at this point. Pero para may hinighlight lang siyang text and then nagsalita yung AI and, the Lola was able to read when normally she would not be able to read. So, guys, the technology is here to stay. Yes, it will affect jobs, it will affect livelihood, but it's not what it is, but it's how you use it. Nasa intent yan ng user. If for any of you who've watched The Mandalorian, there's this droid, no, na designed siya to kill. It's a killing droid, na designed by the Empire, I think. Pero something happens in the story that the droid gets destroyed and this wise old man from a certain planet, para siyang retired engineer, inayos niya. Nakita niya yung broken na droid na yun. Inayos niya, ni-reprogram niya. And itong si Mandalorian, paulit-ulit siyang nagagalit na parang, ano ba yung droid na yan? It's gonna kill me or it's gonna kill the little baby Yoda. Pero the wise old man kept saying, ay hindi. This new droid has been reprogrammed. I have spoken. Sabi niya, tas sasabihin ni Mandalorian, hindi, it's in its nature to kill. It's in its nature to kill. Pero sabi niya, well, that was before. That was before I gave it a new life. That was before I gave it a new purpose. So guys, really, that's kind of like an analogy for AI then. It will affect us in many ways, but if we reprogram the AI to work in our favor, it's not people have been thinking like, oh no, it's going to affect so many jobs, and that is true. That is true. I empathize, But I'm not here to invalidate those feelings. The threats are real. But I hope to potentially encourage and equip you for how we're going to adapt to this rather than just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Diba? Kasi nandyan na eh. The environment, we can't change that. We can't control the outside forces, but we can control what happens in our individual lives on the personal and familial level. So please, I highly recommend you embrace this technology in ways that benefits you. Be wise na lang. Be wise with the legal. I'm not saying disclaimer lang. I'm not saying accept every single opportunity to do an AI voice or to sample your voice for AI use. Kasi there will be bad actors out there who will not give you contracts, who will, they will assume that you are granting them full rights in perpetuity. Please, please, please avoid that. That is not what we want. No, that is a recipe for really losing your livelihood as a voice actor. So we have to get smart with the legal aspect. We have to get smart with the technology. We have to understand this, and we have to keep our pulse on the ethics of the situation. Panoorin natin how people react to this. Panoorin natin how other more experienced voice actors are maneuvering this, because there's just, no getting around this. We have to adapt, guys. We have to adapt. The good news is sa high budget productions, guys. This is my personal belief, and a lot of reputable voice actors share this as well. Is that mga high value productions like mga Disney, etc. Oh boy, they're not gonna use AI. I highly doubt it, especially since alam naman natin, people can be very hateful. No, you can imagine crowds and crowds of people rallying against a film. If there is a film out there that suddenly uses full AI voiceovers, there will be people who will stand up in protest. Diba? So it's actually not a very sustainable business model then. People, and now, especially in an age where AI is so saturated, people will crave authenticity. People will crave for the truth, rawness, and sincerity. So that gives us believable voice actors an edge when our services are required. We are going to have tons and tons of mediocrity. There's going to be a lot of mediocre AI voices, a lot of mediocre projects out there. And the way to grow is to really set ourselves aside, apart from AI. Diba? AI is a tool, sabi nga ni Luis, and a very powerful one. Some will abuse it, so it's up to us to figure out how we can avoid those people and use AI to help us. Exactly. Exactly, Luis. That is exactly it. Yes, sabi ni Rex, IG-11, best droid ever. Yun. So, ganun eh. So please don't despair. Don't despair. Ako I can see the writing on the wall. There's gonna be so much more AI. Pero actually I'm more encouraged than ever. Eh. Kasi aside from the AI voices, guys, the fact that I showed you that script, there's so much more that we can do with this. We can, practically automate our social media. We can improve our YouTube marketing. 'Di ba? Someone just posted the other day, I think it was si Ben Bato, created an animation reel using AI generated video. This was not at all possible to us before. We can tweak our portfolio images. 'Di ba? Yung mga pictures natin. I will still hire a professional photographer, like Zach is a pro photographer, by the way. Kasi iba pa rin eh. Iba pa rin yung rawness ng legit na ano. And yeah, AI can probably, create things from a lot of images on the internet. Pero ako, I will err on the side of caution and make sure that I don't use anything that could get me copyright infringed. Words. How do you words right now? I've only had like 3 hours of sleep. Pero guys, yon. So I'm gonna play it safe for some things. I'm gonna use raw, professionally produced media as much as I can. The videos I produced will still be raw. And yes, they're still gonna be professionally edited kasi iba pa rin ang human touch. I think I'm repeating myself over and over. But sige, so that's with high budget productions. Another thing, guys, become a creator, voice actor. So 'di ba sabi ko, go deep, go wide is the other approach. If we just keep digging ourselves into the VO world, we keep growing and growing and growing, which is great. That is the ideal situation. Pero that's kind of like assuming that VO is in isolation, that it will stay the way it has been for the past few decades. It won't. It's changing. It's even for the past 10 years, diba, LA is the center of entertainment. Medyo broaden na siya, nagde-decentralize na siya. I've been fortunate enough to be able to provide my voice for a number of projects online here from home. So and bigger projects at that, by the way. So guys, AI and all this new technology is gonna allow small people like us, so to speak, to create. So yun, nga, yung Torn Seas, the film that I became a part of. This was roughly a $30,000 budget to put that together. And pwede mo siyang ilaban sa Toy Story maybe 2 or Toy Story 3 in terms of the output. Grabe yung cinematic quality niya. And I did my math. Toy Story 4 is $200 million, which is roughly 7,000 times the production budget of Torn Seas, which again was practically a one-man film. Tapos hire na lang ng freelancer. Sinare lang ako as a freelancer. Crazy, guys. So in the next few decades, we're gonna see like a boom, an explosion of more production houses popping up, small people, quote unquote, leveraging the power of AI to put these productions together. Imagine then how AI could be used in dubbing, yung deepfake technology na sinasabi. People are gonna change that na para yung maybe voice actors can just perform their lines ng derecho, tapos AI will work on the video syncing, and then AI will also change the mouth flaps in the original dubbing content. So imagine mo kung may Korean novela, normally ang gagawin ng voice actor, pupunta sa studio yan, titingnan niya yung mouth flaps, sasabayan niya yung bibig, and instead of doing that, you could just go to the studio, look at what's on the screen, perform your lines at the pace that you want. 'Di ba? Na ilalabas mo yung todo emotions mo. And then from there, yung mouth flaps na nasa screen, yun ang mag-a-adjust sa emotions mo. How cool would that be? Because that's how original animation tends to work for some production companies. They let the voice actors perform first, and then they animate after the voice actors have performed. They can use motion capture there as well. Yes, Ben Upson, there we go. There we go. So yes, thank you, Joel. Yes, yes, chill. We should chill from this whole AI thing. And at the end of the day, I do believe na there will still be some people really looking for that sincerity, looking for truth amidst everything. Magsasawa tayo sa robot, diba? So those were some thoughts again, ways to navigate this. Ano ba yan? Amazing things that can do, like recognition for the blind. Guys, so sige. So with all of this mentioned, I want to talk about going full time again as a voice actor. It's something that a lot of people are asking nowadays, and it is our main goal here sa VAPH. And I want to get straight to the point, guys. Please, the first thing you can do is really train yourself as a voice actor. Get coaching. Again, here at Voice Actors at Home PH, just go to voiceactorsathome.ph/coaching, and you will have access to 5 very reputable coaches who will take you by the hand and bring out the best in you. Just pick the coach who's best for you. I tend to specialize with international work and English and character work. I still do commercials naman and the business aspect. You have the Bondok family. They're dubbers from home. They are incredible at what they do. They've been here for more than almost 2 decades na, diba? And they were there in the era of tape recordings and VHS, and they just have so much to offer in terms of how to balance your life then as a voice actor at home. So if dubbing's for you, get in touch with the Bondocs. Jula and Coach Jula and Zan are incredible when it comes to the advertising scene. Coach Jula has had like at least 5 years of production experience. She knows what it's like to be in the caster's seat. So she has that ear for what will get you booked. And she's got a lot of incredible ideas as well. Her reads, oh my gosh. Kaya inano ko siya eh, I try to cast her as the female half of the cast. Minsan nakakast ako sa mga projects where I do most of the male characters. In those situations, I try to just contact Coach Jula. Hey, Coach Jula, you want to do like half, the other half of characters? Because she can, incredible range. So, Coach Dan, of course, voice of Cinema One. What else can I say? So, yun. Seriously, offering it at like 1K, 2K per session, inano na namin to guys, inadapt namin to for the Philippine market. And considering that we are technically shooting ourselves in the foot, cannibalizing our own demand na kayo ang makast rather than kami. Uh really, if I were to start over with voiceover, I would, I would set aside 500 50K, and then just, get as many coaching sessions I can with that to get me to the next level so that I can recuperate the 50K from the projects that I get from the coaching. Guys, seriously, coaching will get you far. Coaching will get you far. Kausapin nyo pa sina Joel, sina Luis, sina Erwin, the com leads of voice actors at Home PH. These are coaching converts. They are coaching converts. Shout out to you, com leads. Yan. So again, have good demos first. Please have good demos. If I were to start over, I would get a website. So one website that you can use right now is carrd.co, CARRD.co, for simply 12K. Is it 12K? Sorry, not 12K. 1K. 1K per year. 1K per year, you get a professional website. San ka pa? Back in my day, this kind of stuff was like 10 times the price. And I still pay for another hosting platform that is about 10 times the price. Pero I continue to do that because, well, um nandun na ako eh. It's my ecosystem na eh. And the SEO is there. Google is already, and Bing and all these search engines are already ranking my website. So hindi na ako makashift. So as early as now, you can join the card ecosystem. I'm not sponsored by them. I just genuinely recommend them for people who are starting out. So something to consider looking into. Guys, you can find clients on Facebook. You can find clients on YouTube. And one of my favorites right now is to Luis Cruz. Gotta respectfully disagree. We're not shooting ourselves in the foot. There's so much room in the industry for new voice actors, and it's really all about how well we fit the roles we audition for. I totally agree with that as well. Just of course, if we are going to be very truthful, that is like 90% true. Yeah. Because if it weren't, we wouldn't be offering coaching. We really wouldn't be shooting ourselves in the foot. No. That has been the mindset for the longest time. But maybe there's about a 10% effect. There's about a 10%. Meron pa rin siyang effect, just to make it clear. Because, for instance, the people who created the Fiverr course that I took like 7 years ago, which is outdated, by the way, ano lang siya, he wasn't actually a voice actor. He had the Logitech mic, headphone mic, nakaganon lang siya. And that's what he used to create his Fiverr Reels. He launched the course. You know what happened? His students took over Fiverr and took his place. Hindi na siya makakompete because legit voice actors took his place. He was just a really good marketer who knew how to sell something. He found the demand, but he couldn't keep up. So yes, to a degree, we do shoot ourselves in the foot, but not so much that that we're concerned. Ganon, because yun nga, on the positive side, on the positive 90%, more and more projects will be made. And we coaches are not afraid of that. And by the way, every person has a limited production capacity. Maybe for some people, they see themselves recording voiceovers 24/7, kahit sleep talking na, the quick round fox jumps over the lazy dog. They're monetizing their sleep talking. I don't want to be like that. I enjoy my flexibility. I enjoy my freedom, diba? So sometimes you'd want to develop your lifestyle to maybe just have 2 hours for voiceover. Some people want to spend 4, some people want to spend 8. Depende kung magkano ginagastos nung clients. Gosh, like maybe 80%, maybe 50% of my voiceover income comes from like the 20% of big clients that I have. And the other 50% comes from the medyo small to medium sized clients. All right, so just putting that out there. Guys, if you are not yet on LinkedIn, strongly suggest get on LinkedIn. Um, I'm putting this out there. Ang daming voice actors na hindi pa to ginagawa sa Pilipinas. And medyo tumaas yung ranking ko sa LinkedIn serendipitously or by accident. So if I were you, be deliberate about it. Make build meaningful relationships on LinkedIn, develop your profile, because there are massive clients on LinkedIn. If you develop your LinkedIn properly, you could end up being your own agency. And in my experience, parang ganun ang nangyari sa akin. It's crazy. Pero personally, I can't be bothered to hire other voice actors and manage the team, and that's just a lot of work. I enjoy just doing the craft, and you know, um, if there was a team that I'd spend time activating, I enjoy working with the rest of the VAPI team. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. No, I just want to talk about the Fiverr voice acting blueprint one last time, and I wanted to show you what that looks like because, again, this course is evergreen ngayon. It's available to everyone, pero I'm going to make it a seasonal course na. Um, it's maybe gonna launch it maybe once, twice a year, depending on demand, depending on certain parameters. But many of you who got this course know what you can achieve by doing this, by using this course and implementing its strategies. So sige, I'm going to share this tab. Uh-huh. All right. Right there. Okay. So if you go to voiceactorsathome.com/Fiverr voice acting blueprint, to be honest, the videos are old, but the content is up to date. And if you do get the course, I will be including all future updates, including my Fiverr Pro module. So I recorded this August 2021. Medyo updated na yung figures ko dito. I-revamp ko siya. But now is your last chance to get it at this price. And yeah, you get $30 off if you hindi ka pala nilagay sa comments as a ticker yung discount code. Let me add that. So you enter the code home sweet home for $30 off. This is only available to the first 10 people who get the course. By entering the code home sweet home, you get $30 off the Fiverr voice acting blueprint. Okay. So again, if you're working a 9 to 5, you'd be surprised that you can actually use Fiverr as a way to market your voice acting services while you go to your day job. Habang nasa office ka, pupunta ka sa Ortigas, sa Makati, sa QC, wherever it is, Cebu City, you have your Fiverr profile marketing for you. And here's what you get. You get lifetime access to the Fiverr voice acting blueprint, all future updates. You learn how to analyze data and think like Fiverr to master the algorithm. Meron ding algorithm ang Fiverr, and how to create a DIY Fiverr VO demo. So I don't go into how to make a general character animation video game demo, pero I teach you the skill of how to create a Fiverr demo with research, with creativity involved, so that you can start raking in clients from Fiverr. So some comments from people. Nandiyan yung mga frequently asked questions natin. I do show the big picture of how much I've earned so far on Fiverr, and I've been very very grateful about this because Fiverr did help us through challenging times in our life. So ngayon, as of Feb 2022, the net income for Fiverr was about this much. Oh, I wonder what happened. Let me refresh that. Yun. So as of Feb last year, medyo nasa 5 million mark na tayo with, just over 5 years on Fiverr. So I'm gonna stop sharing that now. Just wanted to show you that one last time. Guys, I am going to retire this course from being evergreen on April 15. No, and if I were to start over with voice acting and I wanted to go full time fast, get as much experience fast, get more projects faster earlier on, this is what I would do. No, so as soon as I get my demos, or even before I get my demos, what experience level do you need to be? Absolute beginner, you can do this. Get this course, get your training around it, and you're going to start getting some projects in. Maybe you're going to get 5K on your first month, maybe 10 the next. Maybe it's going to be 5 to 10K for about a year, but that's okay. What would you do with an additional 5 to 10K a year? Baka mas makabili na tayo ng sibuyas, baka mas makapag full tank tayo ng sasakyan, 'di ba? Maybe we can take a Grab, no, instead of taking a Jeep. Who knows? There's just so much that we can do with this. Maybe it can help with your home renovation projects, other projects that you're working on. So, yeah, pasensya na ako, medyo salesy ang dating. But I speak from the heart when I say that I do vouch for Fiverr as a viable income source for voice actors moving forward. It's just a matter of finding your niche. Tagalog man, Filipino, Cebuano, English, whatever language you speak, you can rank on Fiverr. So yeah, alam ko medyo nagla-lunch time na tayo. April is probably waiting for me outside. So thanks for joining me on this very, very spontaneous live stream. And I think I'll do this again. Maybe mas planado. But na-excite ako sa studio so what can I say? All right, see y'all. Have a wonderful Saturday and a great weekend.